It's only 11 something, but why does it feel like it's 2 something? We just vibing, we just crazy, baby.
What's up, YouTube? It's Cralisa Victoria. I am back with another video. If you guys are new to my channel, then thank you so much for tuning in. If you've already been subscribed to my channel, then I want to say thank you. New or old, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel so that we can grow our little family, talk about some good things, and we could just keep popping and y'all can stay up to date. Make sure you click the bell to be notified if you want to be notified every time that I post a new video. I think D was like that. I'm not even going to do it. I don't remember if it's VIDEO. I think that's D. Okay, whatever. I was trying to do my little sign language. But anyway. Yes, baby. Do you see this? I'm going baby on baby. Do y'all see this? Do you see what I see, sis? I'm not going to let my hair down. We're just going to talk about it. So basically, today is August 1st. And does anybody know what that means? Oh, anybody? So basically, I have been 1 month locked into my second lock journey, okay? Now, here is my hair. And just the update, you guys know that I hate beeswax, but that is how I started my locks on July 1st. I started them with beeswax just because I felt like wax had the tendency to make my hair hold better. And I was not planning to wash my hair for a while, so I needed something that was going to hold me at least a month. And guess what? We're a month in. I've done one retwist since the first, since twisting my hair July 1st. I did one retwist, which was, I believe, July 23rd. That was like 3 weeks in. I am now 4 weeks. It has been 1 month, aka 31 days, July 1st to August 1st. And here is what I have noticed. Drum roll, please. Yeah, so anyway, this is what I noticed, guys. My hair does not feel like it has any form of beeswax in it anymore. Some of my ends, you know, they're curly, but they also are a bit dry, so I have to like moisturize them. Simply because you guys know I went from jet black hair to blonde in 1 night. Therefore, my hair is a little dry in some places, but overall my hair did very well with the color. So what I've been doing over this, really over this last week, now that my hair does not feel like it has any type of wax or anything in my hair, is I have been just, you know, palm rolling, which I've been noticing my hands, for whatever reason, they feel weird. My hands, not my hair, but I've been trying to palm roll and I feel like it's not rotating in the palm of my hands on some of them, on some occasions. I don't know what that has to do with, but I'm so used to it. It might be just because my hands are like more dry right now. I mean, they're not cracking or anything, but you know what I mean? They're not as moistured because I don't have products to really roll the hair. So I have been palm rolling, and when I get a moment, I have been just twisting my hair like such just to keep it together. Now, in the beginning, I know my first 2 weeks, I was like, maybe my first 3 weeks, I was just like, man, people are, you know, like, obviously, you got to trust the process. You have to be a part of this journey for your hair. You can't be a part of this journey for someone else's. So when I'm saying certain things, don't think that I don't appreciate my process, because I appreciate my process to the fullest. When I had my first set of locks before, like 4 or 5 years ago, about 4 years ago, 2012, I had locks to about 2014-ish, 15. Yeah, somewhere around there. But anyway, I did appreciate the journey, and even now I'm appreciating the journey even more, because I, felt like me returning to locks had a lot to do with where I was and where I am in my life. So I definitely think that this journey is a lot different this time around, and I'm more appreciative of it, just because I think that there are a lot of factors that contributed to my decision to relock my hair, and also just like in general overall. So anyway, you guys can kind of see my hair. Like I told you, it's on the finer side, and I actually think dyeing my hair actually really saved me a little bit, because when you dye your hair, it's like your hair has a tendency to become brittle, or it becomes a little bit dry. I think that my hair becoming a bit dry due to the color is literally what's helping my hair to mad faster. Because if I did not dye my hair, which I don't know if this is a true theory, but if I did not dye my hair or bleach my hair would still be silky fine, which means that it would probably take a little bit longer for my hair to lock, because it is so fine. Well, I've noticed that with the dry, I'm not saying that you want to keep your hair dry, but I've noticed that, you see how this looks? It's starting to be easier for my hair to mad. So I do, add a little leave-in conditioner to my scalp. Like I just spray a little bit on just to keep my hair hydrated. But I just let it do its thing from what's here. So if you guys can see, I'm going to get a little bit closer. I've been just, retwisting per normal. I started with comb coils, and I did start my own locks this time around. In the past, I let a professional loctician start my locks, but I maintained them myself. But this time around, I'm maintaining them by myself, and I also had the privilege of starting them by myself. It all worked out because, like I would say a few months before I decided to start these locks back, I had just cut my entire front of my hair, hence this is why it's really short. And I cut it because when I was wearing my natural curls, this front section had a tendency to have heat damage on the ends because of how I left my hair out for my leave outs for my weave. So I noticed that there were straight ends, and then the rest of my hair would be curly. So I just binged cut it type of, I don't even know if binge is the word, but I just like cut it like it was nothing. On camera, I cut my front of my hair that used to be super long on the front to like this short. Well, shorter than this. It's actually growing. But it all works out for the good, because I ended up retwisting my hair, relocking my hair. So this is probably going to lock. I won't say quicker than the back, but because it is shorter, it's going to probably lock within a year, like from root to tip. So that's a good thing. And like I said, as my hair gets longer, I will keep it shorter in the front. So obviously when my hair gets down my back, like my front right here, I'm going to keep it like cut probably right here, just for like layer look. I did that with my last set of locks, but it gives it a nice layered look. But yeah, this is what my hair looks like, and I just continue to just retwist with my fingers. It is 1 month in. Oh, back to what I was saying though before I forget. At first, I was like, in my first 2 weeks, I didn't really like, obviously you're not gonna notice a significant difference like from comb coils to week 2. But what I started noticing in week 3, when I didn't think that I was seeing much of a change, was shrinkage. I started to see that my hair had shrunk from how I initially twisted it with the comb coils. I had noticed that, because when your hair obviously has product on it, it could be weighed down so it looks a bit longer. Well, as the product started to wear away, I could see that my hair was shrinking. I could see that this side was longer and this side was a little bit shorter, but it still came roughly right around my shoulders. This side was like shoulders and this side was like right here. when I let my hair down. So I started to notice shrinkage, which was fine. Wasn't shrinkage to the point where like it was noticeable, you know, the shrinkage, but it wasn't shrinkage to the point where I went from here to here, you know what I mean? So it wasn't too bad of shrinkage. But I did notice that, so that was still kind of exciting, even though my hair was shrinking. Most people don't want shrinkage, but it still was exciting because it was like, okay, I noticed a difference. I noticed a change. I know that something is taking place in my hair, and I know that nothing is in vain, and the process is the process, you know? So I was feeling real good about that. And then I started to notice that the beeswax, like the waxiness of it, started to, like, you know, kind of wear away from tying my hair up at night and things like that. The wax was probably, you know, slowly coming out into my scarves, so it wasn't making my hair feel so waxy. So when I did my first retwist, I used my Mure's gel, LOC gel, which is predominantly water-based. First ingredient is water. I used that to retwist my hair. Obviously, because it was my first retwist, I could tell that I retwisted my hair, but my retwist wasn't like one point like my retwists are going to be when my hair actually locks all the way through. You guys know that you're going to go through different phases. You're going to go through, you know, they call it the ugly phase, but I don't think it's really an ugly phase in locks. I think it's just process. So, and when I had my first set of locks, I did not cover them with wigs, weaves, or anything like that. My first set of locks, like, were just about this short, shorter than this, my entire head. So it was not that cute. But I didn't like to call it the ugly stage per se, because I just knew it was the process, even though I knew, hey, this ain't that cute, but still you don't want to call it the ugly stage. It's more so the process. So this time around, I'm like, you know, I know my roots and stuff like that. It's going to be fuzzy and things like that, which is okay because that's all a part of it. So I'm good with that. Then I started to feel, excuse me, I started to feel like thinking that I wasn't feeling budding at all. And then I started feeling some of my locks, and I started noticing that I can feel a little bit of budding in certain areas. So I'm like, okay, well, we're starting to bud. My first set of locks, I feel like I didn't really lock all the way in the middle of each lock, like completely all of my locks, until about 5 months in. So I know some people start locking 1 month in, 2 month in, like in the middles and things like that, but everybody's process is different. And then, like I told you guys, I have finer hair, so I have to kind of come up with ways that will make it coarser. I have not washed my hair in a month. I'm not planning to wash my hair for August either. And I know people have preference, like, ew, your hair is just probably so disgusting and dirty. Well, when I did my retwist, I did, you know, spritz my hair with a little water and some mango lime, to make sure that it didn't, my locks weren't starting to mat together, but also to hydrate my scalp. And, you know, spraying the water was alleviating potentially some of the dirt. But I did not wash my hair, shampoo, condition yet at all. Occasionally, not every day, I will spray my roots with my leave-in conditioner just because I want my hair to be hydrated. It is water-based, and, you know, conditioner is in my hair. But it's not like when you spray this, it's like drenched or anything like that. It's like a mist. So it's just really to just give me some type of form of hydration and not keep my hair so dry. You see what I'm saying? Especially with color maintenance. So I'm not planning on washing my hair for August. We'll see what happens. If I could go, and I know some people are like, you need to just wash your hair, but like I said, when I first had my first set of locks, I don't recall washing my hair until like almost 5 months. I don't think I washed my hair, like literally washed my hair under the sink. And I know people are like, ew, you're disgusting, you're gross. How don't you wash your hair for half a year? That's not healthy, that's nasty, that's disgusting. But I would go to the gym like all the time, so my hair was, you know, like constantly going through sweat, which I feel like was helping the lock process. The sweat, the salt, the everything, you know, like that we excrete, or that just comes out of different products. But I wasn't really experiencing dandruff or itchy scalp or anything like that, and it's probably because I was frequently hydrating my scalp with just like water all the time, just making sure that I just refreshed and hydrated my hair. And I also would spray like a leave-in or put some oil or something in my hair. So yeah, and I tied my hair up all the time. So for me, it was okay. I'm not saying I didn't grab a comb on some days and just, you know, use the rack tooth tail comb just to itch my scalp, but I did not wash my hair. And like I said, to each his own. I have worked so hard to get a month into my lock journey right now that the last thing I want to do is accidentally wash out my locks, because I understand the texture of my hair, and I'm doing that because I feel like I'm gonna be judged. I'm in the judgment zone of, ew, she doesn't wash her hair. No, I am not a follower at all. I literally am going to do exactly what my hair says to do. And like I said, if I was to wash my hair too early on, I could run the risk of washing my locks out, which would be 1 month just wasted, no time. So I'm at least trying to go for 2 months, no hair wash. Maybe 3rd month I'll start to, or maybe I'll do what I did and still just don't wash my hair for 5 months. And then when it gets ready, and I know people say, oh, well, product buildup and all of that stuff. Well, you have to realize I'm not putting products in my hair every day. I'm retwisting my hair maybe once a month. So imagine like doing your hair once a month. That's basically what's happening for 5 months. So it's like you might do your hair every single day and need to wash it each week because you done did your hair for 7 days of the week. Well, I'm only going to be doing my hair 5 times pretty much within 5 months, once a month, retwist. And the products that I'm using are water-based, so it's not like I'm even putting heavy products. And that's how I think I was able to comb my locks out in my first 2.5 to 3 years having locks. Because of the products I use, I stuck to certain products, and then I also hydrated my hair with water a lot. So people say, well, was your hair really ever locked all the way through? Yes, honey, it was locked from root to tip, budded all the way through. But because I know what I used and because I was gentle on my products, I was able to like save a lot of my hair and comb out my locks. So yeah, I'm going to do what works for me. Right now, I'm not going to be washing my hair. I'm going to be doing a retwist. Not right now. I might do 2 this upcoming month. It depends on how I feel. Well, this month, now that it's the 1st, I'm definitely going to be doing a retwist the end of the month. Because I have a wedding to be in, but I don't know if I'm going to retwist any other days throughout. It's easier to just throw my hair up like this into a bun or something like that because it hides all of this. But, excuse me. So yeah, so I guess 1 month lock update, just an overview. I noticed shrinkage. I noticed the elimination of beeswax. Slowly over time, the waxy feel is gone. And then I've also noticed slight budding in between some of my hair. Just on some of the locks, I've noticed just a slight set of budding. Then I have not washed my hair for a month and don't plan on washing it. I've only done 1 retwist with clips, and yeah, that's my update. So I know this video is quite long, but somebody had time to listen. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified every time I post a video. Water is so delish. And until next time, I will see all of you beautiful people in the next.
It's only 11 something, but why does it feel like it's 2 something?